What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we are building another PC, specifically a mid-range build. Now, I didn't really have a budget for this. I was just kind of putting parts together that I thought would match. Plus, I've got some extra stuff for YouTube because, you know, it's got to be pretty and all that. But yeah, we're going to be putting together a Ryzen mid-range build. You can see all of the parts back here. It's going to be nice. So let's take a look. Actually, let's take a look at the parts that we have here. All right, so kicking off the parts list, we've got this AMD Ryzen 5 1600. So this is a 6-core, 12-thread processor. Should be perfect for what we are going to be using it for, which is mainly gaming, maybe a little bit of streaming. I did do a kind of a review slash benchmark thing on the CPU not too long ago, which you guys can check out in the top right corner. I did do some benchmarks of it overclocked versus the 1700 at stock clocks. So if you're interested, go check that out, especially if you are on the fence about which one of those CPUs you should buy. Now for cooling the 1600, we've got this CPU cooler from Cooler Master. Shout out to them for sending this out for this build. This is the Master Liquid 240. So normally on this channel, I go with air coolers. That's normally what I prefer, but I decided to switch it up a little bit this time. So now we're going with an AIO. I know a lot of you guys will be happy to see that. Now, as for RAM, we're going with a 16 gigabyte kit of HyperX Fury. This is running at 2666 megahertz. If you guys have been watching my videos, this is the same RAM kit that I've used probably, I don't know how many times in a row. But yeah, this is from a previous build. This isn't a Ryzen specific kit or anything like that. I would say if you are going to build something similar to this new, I would go for the cheapest kit running at 3000 that you can get that's been proven to work with Ryzen. All right, now for the motherboard, we're going with one from MSI. This is the B350 PC Mate. The whole reason I actually chose this motherboard is because well, it was the cheapest ATX B350 motherboard that I could get. I ended up picking this up for like 80 bucks. So yeah, I think that was the cheapest at the time, but surprisingly, at least off first impressions, it looks like a pretty solid board for the price. I think MSI has really been killing it on the low end as far as motherboards go lately. So, all right, and for our graphics horsepower, we're gonna be using this GPU from ASUS. This is the RX 580. This is actually a factory overclocked card that ASUS sent out to me for this build. So shout out to them for that. I think this will pair well with the 1600, so I'm excited to see what it can do. Hopefully I'll be overclocking this GPU as well as our 1600, and we'll see what kind of frames we can push. So yeah. Now for the power supply, we're going to be using this one from FSP. This is the Hydro G. It's a 650 watt power supply. It is fully modular. Definitely should get the job done. 80 plus gold certified. And a nice big fan on there, hopefully to keep this thing quiet. If you guys aren't familiar with FSP, they actually make power supplies for a lot of your favorite brands out there. I know like Be Quiet and EVGA, they've made power supply models for them. So they're pretty well respected in the power supply community, I guess, if you could call it that, or power supply, I don't know, but yeah, they're legit. That's all you need to know. So we're going to be using this in the build, and again, 650 watts there. And as for the case, we're going to be using this one from Rosewell. This is the Cullinan. It's got tempered glass all around, or on the front and the two side panels. Should work pretty well. Also, it's got pretty decent water cooling support, so should have no issues with running that AIO from Cooler Master. And I think this case will look pretty nice in the end once we've got all the parts in there. Now, remember when I said this build was gonna have some extra stuff for YouTube, so it's gonna be pretty and all that? Well, this is it, or one of the things. So Cooler Master also sent this out to me. So these are RGB fans. So if you wanna get your seizure on, I got you covered. We got 4 fans in total here. 3 of them are their air pressure RGB fans. These are 120 millimeter fans, by the way. And I also got a airflow fan here as well. So The idea here is the air pressure fans are going to go up front for the intake, and then I'll have the airflow RGB one for my exhaust. So we're going to have 4 RGB fans in here, so I don't know what it's going to look like, but hopefully pretty nice. Since we've got the Cullen in here, it's got glass all around. I think it'll look pretty solid. I also have this RGB control box, so if for some reason the fans don't work, if your motherboard doesn't have like a RGB header or something like that, you can connect the fans to this, and this will help you control everything. All right, and the last thing that we're doing here, just to spice the build up a little bit, is this. So I got these power supply extensions. This is a kit from Thermaltake, and it's green and black. Now I know what you're probably thinking, oh, those are NVIDIA colors. Well, this is like 20 bucks, so deal with it. But I figured it was a nice way to spice up the build, since the motherboard and the graphics card are kind of, they're pretty bland color-wise. It's all gonna be black and gray and stuff like that. So I figure it was this or some rainbows to kind of spice it up and make it look crazy. So this is what we're gonna rock with. I think it'll make the system pop a little bit, and yeah. Am I forgetting anything? No, I think that's it. So let's put this shit together. All right, actually, before we get started, I want to see how much all this stuff costs. So let's see, got everything added in there. Let's see, total. I think we splurged just a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right. We got some good quality parts here. Just a little on the high end, but I can work with it. Alright, so this is where I'm at so far. You can see I've got the cooler mounted here. Had to improvise a little bit on the mounting there because the slots in the case are not quite long enough, so had to do a little, yeah, again, improvising there just to get it away from the rear exhaust fan there. But yeah, this is where she's at so far. Got all of the fans mounted at the intake side as well as on the exhaust there. Got some of the cables ran. All I got to do now is mount the graphics card and do some cable management, and we're done. Alright guys, so here she is. She is done. So got everything installed there, got the cables routed. Everything is ready to go. Even got the fans installed up front here, as you can see. Right now I don't have any thing controlling them, so they're just kind of cycling through all of the colors. I don't know if Cooler Master has the software ready yet to allow me to control the fans, but I'm going to check with them first and see if we can get some type of cohesive color scheme going on here, since the GPU and the fans are just kind of doing their own things. They're not going to be in sync anyways because the GPU is not compatible with MSI's RGB software, so yeah, but we'll figure something out. But anyways, here she is, not too bad looking. Just got to again configure the lighting and throw the panels back on, and then we'll do some glamour shots. Alright guys, and that's pretty much it. Super happy with the build. I think this is probably one of the best looking builds that I've put together in recent times. I really like the way the cable extensions pop with the motherboard and the graphics card. The fans are tasteful and not too bright thanks to the tinted tempered glass on the side panels there of the case. And all the components are pretty quiet at idle, minus the pump on the AIO. It's just a little bit loud for my taste at full speed. But it's definitely livable, and yeah, all the other components are just super solid. So really happy with the list of stuff that we put together here. Next up, what I'm going to do is actually overclock the CPU and the GPU, and then we're going to benchmark the system and see what kind of frames we're pulling at 1080p. And I may also do some 1440p benchmarks as well if you guys do want to see that. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here so it doesn't get too long. You guys let me know what you think about the build down in the comments below. Like the video if you like this type of content, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, I'm out guys. See ya.